flavor. And our returning champion, a non-profit finance director from Anchorage, Alaska, Jacob Hale, whose one-day cash winnings total $4,800. And now, here he is, the host of Jeopardy, Ken Jennings.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and welcome to Jeopardy on this Juneteenth holiday, commemorating the end of slavery in the United States. If you were watching yesterday's game, you saw Jacob Hale, who hails from the 49th state, catapult into the lead after a triple stumper in Final Jeopardy. So he's going for win number 2 today against Bevan and Vivek. Best of luck to all three of you. Here are your categories in the Jeopardy round. First up, at the keyboard. Then we have food, double letters, followed by Brooklyn neighborhoods, Crown Heights, and let's go to Coney Island. Jacob, you're up first.
Let's go to Coney Island for 600.
For 600.
She played an Irish immigrant in the 2015 film Brooklyn, which of course featured a date at Coney Island.
Was Cyrus Ronan?
Who's Cyrus Ronan?
Was Cyrus Ronan?
Yes, we'll take
At the
that.
keyboard for 200.
Let's do at the keyboard 200.
This is typically the largest key on the keyboard. It's designed that way for easy access, since it's used so frequently.
Was the space
What
bar?
What is the space bar?
Right.
At the keyboard for 400.
For some users, this combo of keys is known as the TFS, or three-finger salute. In the early days of Windows, it forced a system reboot.
Was Control Alt and Delete?
What is Control Alt Delete?
Right again.
At the keyboard for 600.
Say goodbye to claw hand. From the Greek for work, this type of keyboard is designed to optimize comfort and ease hand strain.
Was ergonomic?
What is ergonomic?
Yes.
Food for
Let's
400.
do food for 400, please.
In Britain, oatmeal is called this.
Was porridge?
Jacob.
What is porridge?
Right.
Let's do double letters for 800.
Double letters for 800.
Scouse or a brogue, for example. Bevan.
What is an accent?
Was it accent?
Let's do Brooklyn neighborhoods for 600.
Brooklyn neighborhoods for 600.
It said no other Brooklyn hood is as rooted in hip-hop as this hyphenated one. Home to Lil' Kim and Big Daddy Kane.
Was Bed-Stuy?
What is Bed-Stuy?
Yes.
Stuy,
that's
Brooklyn neighborhoods for 800.
As the last syllable suggests, this neighborhood is the original home of the open-air food court Smorgasburg.
Was Williamsburg?
What is Williamsburg?
Yes.
Neighborhoods
1,000
8,000.
neighborhoods.
Duke Snyder called his memoir The Duke of This Area, but lived on Marine Avenue in Bay Ridge during baseball season.
Flatbush is what we're looking for.
Back to you, Bevan.
Double letters for 600.
Double letters for 600.
To walk unsteadily, or to arrange items in an overlapping pattern.
Staggers
Two
we're
meanings
looking for.
Stagger. Bevan?
Double letters 1,000.
Double letters for
When
1,000.
migrating in swarms, the short-horned variety of this insect is called a locust. The short-horned
Grasshoppers we're looking for.
2 S's, 2 P's. Back to you, Bevan.
Crown Heights for 800.
Crown Heights for 800.
5'0" Victor Emmanuel III was the last king of Italy, and from 1936 to 1941 had the title Emperor of this East African nation.
Was Ethiopia?
Mike,
What is Ethiopia?
you got it.
Let's do at the keyboard 800.
At the keyboard for 800.
When gaming on a standard computer keyboard, these 4-letter keys are commonly used for directional character movement. Bevan.
What are A, B, Y, Z?
No.
Jacob or Vivek? No gamers here? WASD.
WASD is what we're looking for.
Let's do food 200.
Food for 200.
Carolina Gold barbecue sauce is so named because its base is made from this and vinegar.
Was mustard?
What is mustard?
That's right.
Let's Coney Island for
Let's go
800.
to Coney Island for 800.
An abandoned Coney Island arcade was the headquarters of the F Society hackers on this TV series.
Mr. Robot is what we're looking for.
Edward I was
Crown
known as
Heights
the
for
Hammer of
1,000.
the Scots, and at 6'2", earned this other sobriquet of the time. That's right,
Edward
he was
Longshanks
Edward
is what we're looking
Longshanks.
for.
Really long shakes. Jacob?
Food for
Let's do
800.
food for 800.
Created in Hollywood, this classic salad includes chicken or turkey, bacon, avocado, and blue cheese.
What's a Cobb salad?
Vivek.
What is a Cobb
Food for
salad?
1,000.
Yes.
Let's do food for 1,000.
Described as soft yet firm and squeaky, this Indian cheese that doesn't melt is often cut into cubes and used in curry.
Was paneer? A
What's
paneer.
paneer?
Right.
Let's do
Food for 600.
Often made with crawfish, this Cajun stew gets its name from French for smothered.
What's tofu?
What is etouffee?
What's
That's
etouffee?
Crown Heights for 600.
Crown Life for 600.
Called the tallest man of his time, the 1300s, Dushan the Mighty was king of this country, native land of 7'1" NBA star Vlade Divac.
Serbia's we're looking for.
Jacob?
Let's do Coney Island for 400.
Coney Island for 400. All the daily double. You know what? Let's bet 1200.
A chance to take the lead in a close game. This is just for you, Jacob. What will you wager?
I will wager 1200.
All right, you will have the lead if you're right. And let's go to Coney Island. In the 1978 film The Wiz, Dorothy finds the Tin Man under this iconic and aptly named Coney Island roller coaster.
What's the cyclone?
What is the cyclone?
Yes, that's appropriate.
Double letters for 400.
You're now in the lead with 3,000.
Let's do double letters for 400.
Double letters for 400.
A cone-shaped utensil with a hole in the bottom of it.
What's a funnel?
Vivek,
What is a funnel?
that's it.
At the keyboard, 1,000.
At the keyboard for
In the
1000.
1980s, this company's Model M keyboard with numeric keypad became an industry standard and a user favorite.
What's the IBM? What's IBM?
IBM.
Good for 1,000.
Double letters for 200.
Let's do double letters, 200.
A seat to raise a small child or an enthusiastic supporter who promotes a sports team.
What's a booster?
Seven.
What is a booster?
Yes.
Island for 1,000.
Coney Island for 1000.
Here I go again to Coney Island, where the video for this Salt and Pepper song was shot.
What's soup?
Devin,
What is shoop?
you got 1,000.
Crown Heights.
Crown Life for 400.
Towering at almost 7 feet tall, this great czar was likened to the biblical Samson.
Cue the greatest we're looking for.
Who knew? Back to you, Bevan.
Brooklyn Emeralds for 400.
Brooklyn Heights' lovely promenade was a concession by Robert Moses to the area for the annoyance of the BQE, short for this.
What's the Brooklyn Queens
Brooklyn Queens
Expressway?
Yes.
Brooklyn Neighborhoods for 200.
Brooklyn Emeralds for 200.
Cobble Hill got its name from cobblestones, but is better known for this type of stone, found in 19th century apartment buildings.
What's Brownstone?
Jacob.
What is Brownstone?
Coney Island for 200.
Let's go to Coney Island for 200.
Coney Island's iconic boardwalk and Williams Candy Shop were featured in this 2024 film that won the Oscar for Best Picture.
What's a Nora?
Bevan.
What is a Nora?
It is a
Crown
Nora.
Life for 200. Now last clue.
While she looms large with the second longest reign of a British monarch, she was one of the shortest at 4'11".
Who's Victoria?
Bevan.
Who is Elizabeth the First?
Vivek.
Who is Victoria?
Victoria
Yes.
now in second place. That's right.
And Jacob's gonna start first in Double Jeopardy.
6-syllable medical words, followed by worldwide party tips, and pardon my French. Jacob, what looks good?
Worldwide party types for 1200.
Party tips for 1200.
Visiting family in Mexico City for Day of the Dead festivities? Fit in by displaying one of these flowers, also known as cempasúchil.
What's a
What is
miracle?
a marigold?
Slow songs for 1200.
Slow songs for 1,200.
In a number 2 hit, the Pointer Sisters wanted a man with one of these, also a nickname for Eric Clapton,
What's a slow hand?
What's a slow hand?
with a slow hand.
Let's do subtitles in the bookstore for
The bookstore
1600.
for
20th century
1600.
writer Joseph Roth gave a novel this title, Like a Biblical Sufferer, and the subtitle, The Story of a Simple Man.
What's a job?
Jacob.
What's job?
Job.
That's him.
Let's do.
Pardon my French for 1200.
1200.
A beautiful film of the 90s is titled The Last Days of Here, meaning Our Place.
Shay Doors. That's what we're looking for.
Jacob.
6-syllable.
6-syllable
medical
medical words for 1200.
Slowing bone loss, Boniva is one of the drugs used to treat or prevent this condition.
What's osteoporosis?
Osteoporosis.
Who is
6
this?
syllables, well done.
Slow song 1,600.
Slow songs for 1600.
Slower was a 2021 single by this Canadian singer of sports car, which is most definitely not about taking things slow.
Tate McRae is what we're looking for.
Back to you, Bevan.
Lesser known Black Americans
This
for
is
1,200.
no Black Americans for
Often
1200.
cast by director Oscar Michaud, B. Freeman was the sepia, this other 1930s queen of sex appeal and innuendo.
Who's Mae West?
Bevan.
Who is Mae
The
West?
sepia Mae West, right.
Lesser known Black Americans
What's the
1,600.
Black Americans for
Henry
1600?
Baker, who had this 2-word job of judging inventions for the government, compiled a list of hundreds of black inventors.
What's a patent clerk?
Jacob.
What's patent clerk?
Bookstore for
Take that one to
1200.
Patent Examiner.
Let's do subtitles for 1200.
We curse her Oxford comma subtitles, Women Work and the Will to Lead, and facing adversity, building resilience, and finding joy.
Was Sandberg. Was Sandberg.
Sandberg.
That's right, lean in.
6
and
syllable
option B.
words with
I'll
1600.
take 6 syllable medical words 1600.
For our physician, sometimes called the kissing disease, it's typically caused by the Epstein-Barr virus.
Was a
mononucleosis?
Right.
Point says for 1600.
When spelling these New Orleans Mardi Gras parade organizations in the names of Rex or Zulu, use a K to start.
Was Cruise.
Cruise with a K.
Cruise. Pardon my French for 1600.
Something finished and irreversible is this. French for fact and done. Evan.
What does phi mean?
No.
It's not Feedy.
That's a fait accompli.
Fait accompli is what we're looking for.
Subtitles for 2000.
Subtitles for 2000.
Just Mercy, a story of justice and redemption, is by this lawyer who founded the Equal Justice Initiative.
Was Stevenson.
Who's Stevenson?
Brian Stevenson, good for 2000.
Yes, Brian
We'll take 6
Stevenson.
syllable medical words 2000.
This painful
6
condition
local words for
involving
2000.
growth of uterine-type tissue outside the uterus is a leading cause of infertility.
Was
What is
endometriosis.
endometriosis?
2000 more for you.
6 syllable
6 syllable words for 800.
This adjective means pertaining to the heart and blood vessels.
Was a cardiovascular.
Sorry, no. Jacob,
It was cardiovascular.
that has 6 syllables.
Subtitles in the bookstore for
No, I think it has
Mad
3
About the
syllable
Boy is
words.
the subtitle of book number 3
Book
in the
slow for
exploits of
800.
this irrepressible Helen Fielding diarist.
Was Bridget
Who is
Jones.
Bridget Jones?
Good.
Let's do...
Worldwide party tips
party
for
tips
800.
Answer there.
All the daily double. Let's put 2000.
We found the first one late in the round, and look at these scores. 3 strong players and nearly tied up, Jacob.
2000.
Okay, that'll put you on top by 2,000 if you're right. Here's your clue. Wiesen is another name for this celebration held during autumn. Check the online barometer to see when it's not so crazy to visit.
Was Oktoberfest.
What is Oktoberfest?
Yes.
Correct. You move into the lead. 2,000 more for you.
Let's do lesser known Black Americans.
Let's know Black Americans to 800. All the other daily double. Let's put 2000 again.
You made 2,000 on the last one, Jacob. What's the wager here?
2000 again.
Again. Here's your clue in lesser known Black Americans. Last name of Automotive Hall of Fame member Alma, who, with her husband Victor, put out a guide for black travelers.
Was Green. Was
What
Green.
is Green.
That's why it was called the Green Book, yes. You now have a $4,000 lead, so no more daily doubles.
Slow songs for
Let's do
800.
Slow songs for 800, please.
A Spotify playlist of these grooves, also a Kanye Fox song spelled with a Z at the end, has You Got It Bad and Touch My Body.
Was Slow Band
Slow
Jams.
jams.
Those are slow jams.
Slow songs for 2000.
Slow songs for 200.
Slow down. You
2000.
move too fast. Begins this duo's 59th Street Bridge song, Feelin' Groovy.
Was Simon and Garfunkel.
2,000 more for you.
Party tips for 2000.
Point us for 2000.
Holi is a big party in South Asia, and revelers are big fans of this ape avatar of Vishnu. But watch out for the bonfires.
Was Krishna. Krishna.
Yes.
Krishna.
6 syllable medical words
6
400.
syllable
Part of the
medical was
digestive
for
system,
400.
it's what the GI stands for in GI tract.
Was
What is
gastrointestinal.
gastrointestinal?
Yes.
Less than no Black Americans for 2000.
The first Black James Beard Award Best Chef, Patrick Clark, was executive chef at this DC hotel with a presidential family in its name.
The Hey Adams is what we're looking for. Probably my French for
Pardon my
400.
French 400.
In 2025, French Senator Claude Maluret called Trump's foreign policy un drame pour le monde libre, a tragedy for this.
Was the free world.
Vivek,
What is the free world?
you got it.
Probably my French for
Pardon my French
800.
800.
It means more or less a good liver, who may or may not have a good liver.
Was the Bond
Or bon
event.
vivant.
Yes.
Probably my French for 2000.
Don't confuse au jus, a way to serve a roast, with this phrase for the exact right word.
Was, oh, I don't know.
That's le mot jus.
The more juice is what we're looking for.
Party tips
Worldwide
400.
politics for 400.
No matter which side of the Liffey you're partying on in this capital on St. Patrick's Day, comfortable green shoes go a long way.
Was Dublin.
Devin,
What is
Slow songs for
yes, tying
400.
it up for the lead.
Slow songs for 400.
His song Luther, which reminds us to do it real slow, replaced his diss track Not Like Us at the top spot of the charts in 2025.
Was Kendrick Lamar.
Who's Kendrick Lamar?
Sometimes in the book slow for
Subtitles
400.
Last Call is a fitting title for Daniel Okrent's nonfiction work subtitled The Rise and Fall of This Period of Temperance.
Was prohibited.
What
Edition.
is prohibition?
Now last
Correct title
clue.
Again, here's the last clue in lesser known Black Americans. Alexander Augusta, the USA's first black professor of medicine, was a founding faculty member at this D.C. University's med school in 1868.
Was Howard.
It is Howard.
Final
That
Jeopardy
means this game
time.
remains close. Jacob and Devin tied for the lead as we move into Final Jeopardy. Wow. Here is the category that will settle this thing, players.
U.S. National Parks.
Jeopardy category. Here's the clue. Much of this 73 square mile national park is located beneath the Chihuahuan Desert.
Was Carlsbad Caverns National Park. Alright, let's see.
We'll begin on the end with Vivek Upadhyay, who had $12,000 coming into final. He wrote down...
Arches, no.
Not. Vivek, you wagered...
$11,998. He drops to $2.
We'll come to Bevan Blaber next, tied for the lead with $13,600. She wrote down...
Carlsbad. Yes, we'll take
I'm
that.
afraid that is not the
No,
name of the national
so they're not going to accept
What did
that.
you wager? Another big wager. She had to do it. So she's
Every
left to $600.
$13,000,
Jacob Hale
she
tied
drops
for the
to
lead with
$600.
$13,600. His response?
Carlsbad Caverns.
Caverns. But because the R is before the vowel, that changes the pronunciation.
Oh,
You can't
that is
accept
not
either.
what we.
Caverns with
Oh,
an
the
ER,
caverns
we
is
would have taken it.
ER,
It's Carlsbad
not
Caverns. You wagered
ERs we're looking for.
everything. That knocks you down to 0. Bevan Blaber with $600.
And she's a new Jeopardy champion.